Welcome to another GarageBand tutorial with me, Mr. Morrison. Today we're going to look at creating Christmas tracks like this one. So I think you get the idea of the Christmas track. So there's some key features there that you're hearing, the kind of bells in the background, and you're hearing the high pitched, which is our glockenspiel here, and then some brass and strings with some piano chords in the background. So let's get started. What you need to do is you need to go and open a new file in GarageBand. You may have been on that screen and press the new file button, or you may already be on this screen and press the plus button. Then we are going to start with our drums. So I'm going to flick until I see drums, and I'm going to choose smart drums. In our smart drums, we are going to use a vintage kit. And we're going to, when you see the vintage kit, that will give you a few more options, one of which is a tambourine. So this is going to be our bells in the background of lots of Christmas songs. So we're going to use the tambourine and we're going to put it in the top corner so it's loud and complex. Let's put it free down and free down from loud and free back from complex in there. So then we need to record that, so make sure that the start is at number 1 and then I press record. Okay, so now that you've got your drums, your bells in the background, we're going to need to put in our piano next. So our piano is going to be the chords that form this. So I'm going to press my plus and then I'm going to flick to piano and choose smart piano. In smart piano, I am going to choose the chord pattern 1. On grand piano is fine for this. Then I'm going to put C, A minor, F, G. It's a very common chord pattern. I'll put that on the screen and we're going to play it. We're going to try and play it, change each chord each time we hit the line with the number. So watch and try and hit that and we'll play the chord progression twice. So, starting, ready? So that may take you a little bit of practice to get that sounding how you like it. We're then going to jump back to the instrument view, the track view, and then press add for another instrument. So our next instrument we're going to put in is our glockenspiel, which is our main instrument. And we find that using the keyboard as well. So we can jump into the smart piano. But this time, what we're going to do, you can do this in either order, but let's press this button in the corner, which swaps it to keyboard. We're then going to swap our instrument and scroll down to other and choose glockenspiel. Then I'm going to go into scale and I'm going to choose the major pentatonic scale. So the pentatonic scale is made up of 5 notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it repeats. And these are notes that are all going to sound good together with the chords that we've put in. So I'm going to make up a tune, starting with my C and probably ending in the C, but you can experiment with a tune that you like. So I'm going to start that now. So I'm going to press record. So that sounded quite good. So it sounded nice to hit the C when the C chord came in, but you can experiment with that. This is the way you'll learn about different chords. Next, I'm going to go back to my track view and I'm going to put in my brass next. So I'm going to go to plus and again choose keyboard, smart piano, and swap it to the keyboards again. And I'm going to go in and find brass. So we go down to other and it's a brass ensemble. Ensemble just means a group of musicians. So then I want to change the scale again to my major pentatonic and I'm going to play a melody, but I'm going to make it that I'm not playing exactly the same as I played on the glockenspiel, and also I'm playing less notes, so it's kind of as a extra is the brass. So let's listen. Okay, so I'm now happy with my brass. I have one more instrument to add into this mix, and that's going to be my strings. Again, we are going to go for our smart piano and not actually the strings, because you get different options when we go into here. And the option I'm going to find is in other, I'm going to choose strings sustain. So sustain just means the note keeps going. So I'm going to choose strings sustain, and then I'm actually going to go back to the chords. And this time I'm going to follow my chord pattern. Now you notice on these, if I go at the top, it's quite high. If I go at the bottom, it's low. I want somewhere the row above the dark shaded ones. So I'll do this, and I'm going to do my C, A minor, F, G again. So let's. That's pretty much our track complete. So if I go back to my track view, I can now adjust these. So if I drag from the left, I get all these different bits and I can adjust the volume. So straight away, I want to make the brass and the strings quieter. I want the glockenspiel to be louder. The bells to be a little bit quieter and the piano. Let's try this now. There we are, I'm happy. So you can try creating this, and of course extending this to create a song. You could write words to it and record words to it, but it's a nice way to show you the start of creating a Christmas track on GarageBand. And I hope to see you in another video very soon.